G'day everyone. Welcome back. We're going to start on this monumental pages of this journal. It is huge. It's going to be huge. Unraveling it is definitely going to be an adventure in itself. So we're going to start with the piece that would be underneath the front of it. But before I get that, I'm going to show you the base pages that I've cut in case you want to get them ready. You will need four eight, just under eight. So I've gone just under, like, whatever that is, 15 16ths or whatever, just under eight and just under 10 and a half. Okay, so that's pretty much the entire section that we made the chipboard for that part. So there's four of them. You will need two just under 8 1/4 by just under 10 and a half. And then two just under 8 1/2 by 10 and a half. So they're the ones that you're going to need for the base pages. I'm going to put the rest of them out of the way. And we're going to start with one of the just under 8 1/2 by just under 10 and a half, which is going to be this one here. Okay, so it's top. Okay, so this is going to be the top one here, main spine, and that's the main spine. So it's going to be the one that just sits underneath the top here. So it needs to be able to be closed down well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of, so that if you have the book laying, well, the folio laying flat, it's still going to be well contained in up underneath. So that's the idea. Then I think, well, I want to use the scrap pieces of paper I've got already, cardstock. So I accidentally, and I'm sure we've all done it, I thought I was doing 8 and did 7. So I've got some of these. I think they're like 7 1/2. 7 1/2 instead of 8 1/2. So that was real smart of me. So I've got that one that I have to want to use. So I've got two of them. And then I've got all of the leftover bits from cutting down the base pages. So I want to use up these before I cut, or try to use up a good chunk of them before I go into the next page. And then I just remembered I've got those there. I hate them. I'm like, what can I do to cover them? That's not what I had in mind. Well, there goes that idea. I'm going to have to pull out another piece of cardstock. That's the only thing about it is these things, and it's fine normally because you don't pay for those; they're the extras. But the way I'd cut it for 10 1/2 high is not going to work. So I'm going to cut myself some more 10 1/2 high pieces of paper without the braiding strip, and we'll see how we go with that. What do you reckon? Might be a good idea. I don't know. Okay, let's go. So I've just made myself some more scraps. All right. So let's go thinking about what we can do here. Now, what I want to do is I want to make two foldovers. I want them to be about 6 1/2 each, and 1/4 and 3/4. So I need to make it 6 1/2, 1/2 for the hinge, and 1/4 for the gusset. So 7 1/4. The sizes I will make. Maybe I should just make it 7 1/2 like these originally were that I was going to use. Let's do that. So let's just pretend none of this happened, and we are back to how it was, and I've got these two pieces of 7 1/2 by 10 1/2. How lucky am I? Look, just have them. They were already there. They're scraps. I didn't just go and redo them all. No. Okay. I won't tell anyone if you don't tell anyone. Okay. What I'm going to do is get rid of this base page for a moment, and I'm going to. This cardstock is a little bit thicker than the normal cardstock. So I'm going to use a metal ball stylus. So I'm coming down half. Let's see if you'll work better. Oh, you will. Okay. I don't feel comfortable with the metal one. I try and it just doesn't feel right. And some people swear by it. All right, so I've got half, and then I'm going to go at 3/4. Boom. 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 Okay. And I'm going to do the same on this one. Half. And 3/4. Okay. Oakley dokley. Let's put this out of the way for a moment until I figure out what I'm going to do next. Because I have no idea. This is as far as I got. This was as far as I got in the thought process, which wasn't very far. So, I was like, yeah, that'll do. And then got distracted and I went op shopping this morning actually. There was a second-hand book sale at one of the local churches. So I went and got a whole of them. I ended up with a 100-year-old Hans Andersen fairy tale book. Was one of my good scores for $2. And yeah, I ended up with a whole heap of that was my only antique one that I got, but I got a lot of vintage, so over 50-year-old books. Sorry, I was just taking a drink. I even ended up with a English to Japanese dictionary for that was 50 years old. I was like, cool. I'm like, that's awesome. If you went aware, I teach junior Japanese, so I was just like, just not going to leave that behind. Now I've got this, and I'm trying to decide if I want to use it to do anything with it, and I still don't know. And that's the problem. Like I can't make a decision to save myself, and I'm like, do I want to see? And it's too long for this anyway, so I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Not for this one. What I might do is, do I have any fancy corners? Looking at my corners up there. No, I don't want to use any of them. What about, I might just use, the good old, that one. For the one that's going to be the top, so it's underneath, and open it out. It'll open out that way. So I want the top piece to be coming from the little left, like that. I think would be best, and then yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm thinking to myself out loud. Okay. All right. So what I might do is I just might put these down, and then we will work with that. Hey, that might be the smarter thing to do. And then I can figure out what I'm doing. I love it when I just sit there and go, yep, no clue. We'll just, as we go, away we go. Right. There we go. So I'm putting it down only on that 1/2 inch section, leaving that 1/4 inch there as our little thing that allows us to put things in underneath it. And then this one here. I got some art glitter glue the other day. I still haven't tried it. Probably should, but it's so expensive here. I'm like, I'm just scared to use it because I'm scared that I'm going to love it and then it's going to cost me a fortune. And I've got so much other glue, so I'm just kind of like, let's not just go there yet because it could get bad. All right, so this is this one here. So let's put, I always like to turn it over because I always feel like I'm going to not get the corner in properly. I've done that many times. Okay. Oh, there we go. Pretty little corner. Just something little. Okay. Okay, there we go, we're done. No. What am I gonna do? Alright, let's start using up some bits. You can wait until later. Let's think about some pockets on here. I like pockets. Pockets are good. So if we do, we're going to need long pieces. I do. You look good. I got one of you. You're not long enough. But. All right, we'll do short pockets. Okay. Okay, if I do a gusset, that'll come down there. This is what happens in my brain. Will that be covered by the top? That's the main thing. Oh, easily. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is get my little scoreboard out for this. This makes life a little bit easier for you. All right. So this is actually 4.5 wide, if anyone wanted to know. All right. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to put it there. Now, if this is 10.5 tall, halfway between that, if I could do my maths, is 5.25. It's just under 10.5. Okay. So we want to go just under 5.25. So kind of there. I'm going to make that my midway point. All right. Okay. Dackily. All right. And come up here. I'm going to mark that. Okay. And back over here. Pick a spot, any spot. And there we go. Right. There we go. Now I need to put a 1/2 inch there, but I am thinking that now that little die could look huge. Hold on, where'd you go? So if I put that there and have it the cutout, that could look nice. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run this through the die machine, through my, you know what I'm talking about. Let's get rid of these bits. Hold on, where's my pliers? These are just, I know I got a set of border dies off AliExpress. Why aren't you coming out? Who's used my pliers and now they don't work? Excellent. Good. There we go. Got them. Okay. Best thing I've ever got was this little tiny multi-tool. I don't even know where I bought it from, but it's so handy. The pocket knife in it is useless, probably because I've never sharpened it, but the rest of it's really good. Okay, so if I go now, and I'm going to put that here into there. probably, wait up, Tammy, think before you do this. Probably should do the designer paper at the same time. You've seen people do this 1,000 times. You know. So, oh, this is scary. I've got to pick my first bit of paper that I'm going to use. Which one do I use? It's going to be seen under the pocket, under the lid, so not much of it's going to get seen. So, I don't want to waste it. What about that? Or, we could go for... We could do something like that. That could be cool. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we'll do that one. Why not? Okay. Alright. Hey. This is what I get when I'm talking to myself. Nobody else. Talking to myself. Nobody else. I'm like swinging over to the my paper trimmer, and then I remembered it's on wheels. I can bring it to me. Probably should do that. And I might have to leave you soon because the sun's about to get into that position that messes up with all of the auto balances on my camera and makes nothing work. And it looks horrible because the sun's about to go into that down position. Where's that mark? Okay. Okay, so let's think smarter, Tammy. Lift you up. Put you there. And to just tape you down so you don't go anywhere. And then come back. Put you there. Okay. Alright. Where's my die? Thank you, Diggy. Yo! I'm sure you probably don't want to see me or hear me do all of this. I do apologise. I'm a mess. You know, I try to be prepared, and I'm not. Alright. Let's put you into the sandwich. Bow. Bow. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you were tight enough. You didn't give me much resistance. I need to put the shim in. Oh, it did cut. Okay. It worked. Cool. I didn't need the shim. Alright. Okay, go, please. Let's have a look at how this worked. Okay. Okay. That. Are you still with me? We're 20 minutes in and I have cut a pocket. Yay for me! Now I need to think of something I'm going to ink with. And ink. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm going to use walnut stain. And you look like a good inkadubber. Alright. Walnut stain pretty much matches, I think, this paper. So the paper I used to print on was matte photo paper. So hopefully it works okay. I usually use, to print on, I use a cartridge paper, but I really wanted the colours to kind of, you know, the red and stuff to pop. So I've used photo paper, so I'm just hoping that it works well. So I'm going to do this pocket, and then I'll probably go to the other pocket. I probably should see if it even fits, shouldn't I? After I've done all this. See if I need to make any adjustments before I glue down. That might be smarter. Okay. Alright. I don't know how people do this and they're all like, you know, super aware of what they're doing and stuff. I just can't be that organised. I just come up with things most of the time. Sometimes I have an idea and I've got a plan, but this one, seriously, no. I knew what I wanted the shape to be, but other than that, no. Okay, so the pocket fits quite nicely. Okay, good. Thankful for that. Okay, now I'm just wondering if I come in with my little corner punchy dude, can I get it in there? I don't think I can. No. Well, there you go. I was just hoping. What about? No. I don't think I want to take out a bit. I don't think I can get it in anyway. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm just going to gently round off the edge here. I just don't like that sharp edge. Gently round it off as gently as I can with my dodgy cutting. Where did I put the coloured piece? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can replicate that. Probably not. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, let's go. First piece of coloured paper coming down. See, this is why I usually just skip it, and I will skip a lot of it. I just wanted to, I don't know. I'm doing something kind of that I haven't done before, and I thought, oh well, I'll just do it on camera for all the world to see. Well, the few people that watch me. Okay. So let's bring that down and across a little bit. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we've got that. And we can glue this one in. There we go. Wash it. Wash it. Do I have? Where are you? Masquerade. we're doing. And there we go. I really should paint my nails too. Look how dodgy they are. I might do that tonight. I'll see if I get motivated. You might see in a upcoming video, they might, or maybe even this one, they might suddenly be done. We shall see. Okay. So it's got one pocket down. I'm going to rinse and repeat, and then I'll come back. Okay, so that pocket is done. And in the interest of saving time, oh, wait up, no, I need to think about closure there. And I know what I want to put there, so I need to do that before. Look, see, I'm talking to you and I remember things. It's amazing how that happens. Okay, I'm going to take one of these thin guys with this on here because I don't need that. And is one going to be enough? What's the next size up that I've got in Sepples? Oh, that one looks nice. Looks like a nice size. Maybe, let's have a look. We'll do this one and see how it looks. No, I think that's too big. Mainly because, no, I think 1 inch is definitely enough. All right, so forget that one. We'll put that away. You can go back into the drawer. And then I'm going to get out this one. And I'm going to punch a couple of circles. Doesn't matter if they're not quite perfect because depending on how bad they are, maybe not that one, maybe not. Maybe not. They can use them for something else. I've got another idea for them ones. Let's see if I can get them in there. No, probably not. Let's just forget that. Forget them. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 2 should be enough. Yeah, that should be plenty. Okay. Alright. I'm going to glue them together. Oh. And try not to drop it everywhere. Together. Glue these ones together. Smush it around a little bit to make sure it's all stuck nicely. Alright. I'm going to make a little one. 1, 2, 2 little ones. 1, 2, 3 shoe. Into the center of that one. Into the center of that one. I might put another one on actually, just to make it a little bit more gap. Alright, where be this one? We'll take it out of this big one that I made. Two. Oh look, looks like a little dude. Hey, how are you? Just put a smiley face on him and he's all there. Maybe. I have a smiley face. Look, look. Look. Smiley face. Sorry, I'm a child. I'm a child. Okay, little things. Small things amuse me, which says a lot. Okay. However, now I'm like, I think I'm just going to glue that smaller one on, straight on, because I've got an idea of what's going on top. And George is working on that at the moment. Do you have one made?
Yeah.
Can I have a look? Cool. Can I just have a look? See if it'll work, please? I had an idea. Thank you. Okay. If I put a wax seal on it, it's like, yeah, and it fits perfectly. Awesome. And that way I can just glue that straight on. Not that one, because you can't see it, but you know what I mean. She's making a few different variety ones. And that'll look pretty cool there, you know, wax seal. And I've got the little gappy thing there. That'll do. That'll work. So, let's do that. Actually, no. What I'm going to do to make sure I do have enough room is I am going to, where's that piece? I'm going to take another one of these big ones. And I'm going to glue it onto here. And that way I've got more surface area that I can glue it on with without having to use a brad. Oh, look at that. There we go. There we go. Stay. Stay. And that should actually work out, hopefully. I'll do the same for this top one. Oh, no, not that one. There's the other one. So, I'll put, oh, no. And there. Put that on, oh, there. Then I've got a bit of a gap that I can use. Look at that, solving problems. Sometimes that makes up for whatever I did earlier with pockets and whatever else and flaps and things that weren't working anywhere where they should have been. Okay. All right. So now, because I'm going to do that and I'm not going to have any brads coming through, I'm going to go on with the next part, which is these guys. So I've gone and used, again, things that were left behind as I was cutting down for the base pages. And these are just over 2 inches. Probably most of them around the 2-inch mark. And they were the 12-inch wide. But what I have scored them at is, I'll bring this out to show you, I've scored them at half and then at 10 and 7/8, because that will bring it to 10 and 3/8, which is just under 10 and a half. And remembering this is just under 10 and a half, and then this is further just under 10 and a half. So it'll fit in nicely here. So that was the plan. So I'm going to put this one down. I'm not putting a bottom hinge on. It's not going to make any difference to, like, you know, it's not worth it. And it's so small, this pocket, that, well, it's going to be a vertical pocket. So it's more like a file slider thingy. If I put that down here, just away from where that the hinges, so it can still move nicely. Yep, it's not interfering with that. Okay, we've got that one. All right, then on these ones, I've also marked 1/2 inch up, just with the score tool, just so I know where it is. Because what I'm going to do is take it from that 1/2 inch and just wedge it in a bit. You can take off that pointy bit if you want to. You know, bothers you, you can just cut it off. It's not really important. It doesn't do anything. It just hangs around. Hangs around like a bad smell. Right. Oh, and I also, if you hadn't seen it, I did put in that die shapey thing as well. I figured I might as well continue that. I'm probably going to regret that by the end of this album that I've decided to do that, because I'll have to do it 5,000 times and I'll be like, why did I decide to do that? Should have just kept it straight. Because it adds, like, you know, way more time to the construction. But it's okay. Looks pretty. Okay, that one goes in just to where that 1/2 inch mark is that you made. And voila. And that doesn't come down that 1/2 inch. I didn't even check that. Lucky, because knowing me, that would be something I'd stuff up. Phew. Obviously, you don't need to use these die cuts, and you can make a template too. So I did actually cut one out on a piece of cardboard that I might use. I think Diane from Scrap Clean does that a lot. So I thought, oh well, I'll just do it while I got it out. It might make things a bit more faster in certain places. So depends on what we do. But yeah, so you could just get a template of something ornate or not, or just leave it straight. So that is a nice little flip it in there, slip in there, slip it in there, so we can come along with the picture, and we can go into there, and then we can go into there, and then we can go into there, and it still all fits within that. So lots of room for photos. Okay, or whatever it may be that you want to use. I'm going to repeat that on this side, and I'll think about, actually I probably won't decorate it yet, I'll probably think about what I'm going to do there, and come back to that. Okay, so I've decided, I'm determined, I'm going to use these ones that I stuffed up. I think I've worked out a way. Hold up, Cass is being a buffoon. No big surprise there. Alright, let's get out the scoreboard. First up, I'm going to score at, oh, look at that, I was just eating some chicken. Alright, 1/2 and 1, then at 5/8, so a 1/8. Little Diva Lucky. Okay. And then on this one, turn it over this way. 1/2 and then pockets. Okay. Let's see what we can do with you. Oh, I got bits everywhere. Well, not really, but you know, enough to drive me insane. Okay. All right. Let's turn these over. Okay. Okay, so one this way, one that way. Right. So I've just been getting dinner ready as I've been plugging along, and I am making sushi bowls. So just basically deconstruct the sushi. So good. But it means that I don't have to fiddle around rolling them up, which is great because it's a pain in the bum. Okay, got that one. Note to self: wash hands after eating again. It's okay. Had for dinner last night. If anyone's Australian here, they'll understand what this is. I had the classic, you know, I couldn't be bothered to make dinner, but we're not getting takeaway dinner, in the fact that we had bread rolls, a hot chook from, you know, from the supermarket, coleslaw, and a bit of beetroot on a bread roll. Yep, that was dinner last night. So I was just eating some of the chicken as I was cutting it up for sushi bowls tonight. I was like, yes. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to put pockets down here, and that's going to cover up all of this. Smart thinking, na na na. All right, let's see if I can get 3 that are the same size. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Same size. Done. Done, done, done. Okay, how wide are these? These are 4. For anyone that wants to know. And I'm just going to make some deep pockets that we can put down the bottom here. There's place for photos at the back. And yeah. Do I want to continue with that? Kind of think I should, don't you? I think I do. Oh, this is the problem. I've started this. Now I need to continue it. All right. So to get these pockets super easily, okay, we're going to come in and just measure 1/2 inch. Boom, fold it over. Come along, measure so it fits inside of the floppy over bits. That is the technical term for it, floppy over bits. And do that. Cut it. And then we also need to do a 1/2 inch hinge down the bottom. La, 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 la. Like so. And cut out the corners. And then come along and do that thing. This thing. I know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's have a look at where we're going to put it. So how I find where to put it, I'm going to measure this. This is 8 3/8. So we're going to go for 4, and it would be between 1/8 and 1/4. So right there is about the center. And then I come and I use my guesstimation skills to kind of put it where the point, if I can see it. Point is in the center. There we go. And then I'm going to run them through and I'll attach them, and then we'll come back and I might do some decorating, I think. Do a little bit of it. Some of it I'll do off because otherwise it just takes way too long. Like I said, I don't ever know whether you want to see the decorating or not see the decorating. It's one of those things. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to end the video here, mainly because I've just had my sushi bowl and I'm full and I'm really tired because I've been up since like 2, 3 this morning, and I'm like, yeah. But I am going to, I will decorate it and I'll come back and show you in the next one what it looks like. But, and I might do a bit more. I am using solid paper. Mainly because I didn't think about it when I was printing it all out, to print out all of the book pages, you know, the ones that I've scanned, the old book page looking ones. But I have a lot of papers that I don't use, so I'm like, I'm going to use them. So I've got some red, some cream, and I've got a brownie one. And then I have these that I'm going to use too when the sizing allows me. It doesn't there. But I've got things like these parchment papers and the marble papers and stuff like that. Which I want to use too. So I'm going to just utilize them and put them in different places. I don't like to use all pattern paper because sometimes you just need to ground, it's too much. It then always looks a bit, whoa, where am I looking? So that's kind of where I'm going to go with that. So I'll put that there, and I'll probably put this in here behind these ones and kind of see where we go with that. But yeah, it basically just depends. But I'm going to leave it here, and I'll kind of see how it takes me. Oh, but we've constructed the page together, and we're all good that way. So I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to go and get into bed and close my eyes and have a snooze. All right. Oh, actually, I'm just going to sit there and have a food coma because I had a lot of sushi bowl. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.